Like you and I not doing anything stupid is so fucking ridiculous. It's almost.
What I was gonna say is that Javier was talking to Jesse about some dumb thing that he did when I noticed a giant white rock fall out of his nose and land on his black shirt in plain sight. But, Jesse likes to change the subject, so here we go.
It's comical. It's actually comical.
Yeah, Sully, don't worry. We're just going to rent a fucking Amigo with the top off, pull over on the highway, and try to do lines on our way to Motley Crue.
Another fucking story. Like me and you bartending and then renting a purple Isuzu Amigo, going to a Motley Crue concert, then driving down to Newport, Rhode Island, and trying to do cocaine in a convertible.
And we did.
We're huddled up in front of the windshield, dude, don't waste it.
Dude, it's like MacGyver would have been proud. We should have patents on things, but they're just for fucking idiots, so never mind.
So, speaking of patents, if anybody wants to know how to do blow in a convertible while driving on a highway, all you have to do is punch a hole through a dry coffee cup, put it upside down and over the line, and put your straw in the hole and snort the line. But I digress.
But necessity is the mother of invention, and we figured out
who decides to rent a purple Isuzu Amigo, go to a Motley Crue concert, and then drive down to Newport, Rhode Island after the concert and try to figure out how to do drugs the entire way down?
It was windy, but we worked it out.
It was windy. We were in a fucking convertible.
That's what I'm saying.
Of course it was windy.
Luckily, everybody could see
in. He told me at one point to slow down. You're like, dude, you gotta slow down. I'm like, no.
Put the window up?
Roll the window up. Like, so don't put the top on, but roll the fucking window up. Okay, no problem. What could possibly fucking go wrong?
Oh, everything.
So, and then we opened up this beautiful Latin nightclub with a roof deck with walk-in coolers. You could bang a chick with your girlfriend bartending right next to you in the bar while you're literally in the walk-in cooler and there's someone next to you right around the corner.
That has happened on 2 occasions for me where you guys were looking for your bar back, and both times I was in a liquor room having sex.
Remember when Juan Carlos would man the bar? There was usually a reason why Juan Carlos would man the bar.
None of us were available.
There was something going on in the walk-in cooler. And unfortunately,
he was the one that put the gas in that tank, so.
Yeah, never mind. I don't want to get too involved in this one. But, you're literally banging a girl. Never mind.
You guys have no ice. You guys need ice and, cold glasses.
And that walk-in cooler literally held nothing.
No. Some DNA evidence, apparently. But
except a plate and some empty condoms.
An empty plate and some condoms.
So not only did we fuck up the Wonder Bar, then we decided to open up this beautiful 3-story Latin nightclub with a roof deck.
Jesse likes to drive the point home by repeating phrases at least 3 times. Sorry, but he can't be stopped.
It was unreal.
Yeah, and they were both cash cows, and they crushed it for a long time while we were there.
And you know what the funny thing is that I didn't even steal back then. We didn't even I didn't even not.
There wasn't time to. There wasn't time to.
Sorry, never mind. The general manager was the one who was putting everything in his pocket. The bartenders were honest as shit.
That was an honest crew.
It really was, and I can say that with all sincerity, that I never did anything until I fucking moved out to Colorado. It was like, well, no one's fucking watching me what I'm doing, so I'll just put this $100 in my tip jar.
Yeah.
We never did a fucking thing. Nothing. Everyone just rang every drink in and did all the shit, and we made money hand over fist.
I think that's something to do with bars being busy. I work in a bar that's that busy, and it's you don't have time to even think of and/or run a scam. It's just easier and more lucrative to actually do your job. It's when you're sitting there and it's slow, and you start the idle hands of the devil's tool. You know what I mean?
But it was so easy. It would have been so easy to be shady, but it was actually easier to just bartend and make money than to do why would because the other attitude was that we all had was, why fuck up a good thing?
Exactly.
So much fun, Like, if we all start stealing, like, then now we're going to break up the band and we're all fucked. And then we're all, now what are we going to do?
Dude, and like, these are like some of my best friends, like from, what was that, 98 through 2000, are still like my best friends. Is that crew. It's like,
right.
it's like trench warfare. Like, you're in the foxhole with these guys. And I've been to so many other bars. But it's still like Wonder Bar and Sophia's, like those crews are like my boys and my girls. Like, and it's fucking crazy how that happens.
We could have done any number of fucking horrible things.
I'm just, they're just good people.
Wanted to break up the crew. Like,
yeah, it was a good crew.
Didn't want to blow the ride. You know, because
even though I was plunging toilets, I still didn't want to.
You're the guy that gets caught stealing from the Wonder Bar or Sophia's or any of the other nightclubs that we worked at. Like, you're that guy.
Yeah.
You know, no one wanted to fuck the ride up, and we were all willing to make. And it's not like we were making shitty money we're making great money without stealing.
Dude, I still to this day, I'm making probably, what is this, 2020? So this was 1998. I'm probably making 20% more than I was as a barback then.
Right.
Just for cost of living and everything. I'm broke.
we were drinking and doing drugs and fucking enjoying ourselves, but no one was stealing a nickel.
No.
I mean,
you guys would only steal from me when we played cards.
Unless you consider the barback's tip out minus $80 for a bag of blow, you know, stealing.
I mean, seriously. I know, remember that one? It was like 80?
No one was doing shit. And we also had carte blanche to do whatever we wanted to do, but we never did anything fucking wrong.
No.
Except
until after.
Until the other shit went on. And then that was the other thing, like, we get out of work, and I haven't done this in a long time, and I don't know who has at our age, but like, we would just sit at a table and just do blow.
I have.
When you get to a table and you just empty out all your bags and you put it on a plate, you're not hanging out. You're just doing cocaine. That's all.
And you're listening to somebody's bullshit conversation just to get the back line.
And, you know, and it got to a point where no one knew even talk. You're just sitting at a table doing drugs. Like, when you go to a bar and you're, like, hanging out, like, you know, we're at Red Rocks, like, we're you know, going to boombox and hanging out, like, we're tripping our balls off and we're having a good time. You know, we're going every now and again doing a bump, hanging out, goofing around. But, you know, back then, we were just, like, going to do drugs. That's it. We weren't doing anything else. We weren't talking. We weren't hanging out. We were just doing drugs.
Okay, I think I counted 4 times he made that same point. Sorry, back to Jesse.
We eventually stopped those card games where I'd like give all my money back.
Even a card
there was in the beginning, and then we just started
a card game. You could pass around a fucking plate, blah blah blah. But the only thing that you passed around was a plate. There were no cards involved.
The cards went away eventually, and it just became about that.
Yeah, you remember when like our other barback Sam would count how many people in the room and then stretch out 6 inches worth of fucking cocaine on the plate for each person? Remember the Ninja Sam? Remember that dude?
Yes. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
To be honest, I have no idea who this guy is.
And he was literally, like, the dude had a never-ending pile of fucking cocaine. Never-ending.
I know. It's like we didn't have to go to the kitchen forever during his whole tenure. It was great.
The only thing we had to do was light a cigarette.
Remember that, dude? We had to light cigarettes for people. We'd keep a Grand Marnier behind the bar and, like, soak our fingers in it and then light our fingers on fire to light the girls' cigarettes. So, dude.
That's how I got stuck with fucking you-know-who.
Oh, with this?
Yes. I lit a Sambuca shot on my finger and lit a cigarette for her. A clove at the Wonder Bar, which, by the way, the only reason I ended up in that situation was because you called out and I had to work for you.
Oh, sorry.
So thanks a lot.
Sorry about that. Hey, come on.
Thanks off of that. She's 87.
She's 87, but her tits are like 20.
Something like that.
I don't know. Run the numbers together.
We're both going to get shot for this.
Probably going to delete that part.
Are you recording this whole thing?
Whole thing, dude.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Yeah. But yeah, so like we're kind of well behaved on our shifts, but we had those again because it was too busy to get into trouble most of the time.
Except for the whole having sex with female patrons in the liquor room and walk in while punched in thing.
I mean, we definitely always got into trouble after. Like, I can remember one time taking everybody to Scotty's for an after party. We're all rolling face. Everyone's fucking wasted.
Dude, remember going
and I was
to
the least.
place on Fresh Pond Parkway?
Yeah, but hang on. Like, I was the only one who was, like, not wasted. Away. Yeah, and I drove because I was the only one, like, I forgot the ridiculous. It was like, who could run to my car the fastest and touch it was the fucking qualifier.
Yeah, it was great because they go hang out party, but it was literally 45 minutes away.
Yeah, and I parked, and I opened the door. I'm like, everybody good? They're like, yeah, cool. I opened the door, and then I vomited. As soon as I shut the keys off, shut the engine off.
It wasn't so much getting there because you're going there at 4 o'clock in the morning. That's not a big deal.
And getting back in traffic.
Fresh Pond Parkway at fucking 9:30.
Oh, in traffic, dude? But it's the best time to drive drunk because you're only going 5 miles an hour, you know?
Yeah, and then you're you're driving down Storrow Drive, like, it was such a good idea at the time.
Yeah. It's like the LA equivalent of like, hey, let's go to Vegas.
I'm like, remember the time, like, we scraped someone scraped the fence. It was like the other bartender I worked with, that chick Adrian.
Oh, so hot.
Remember she, like, ripped the fence post off? Oh, the bar, good lord.
She was a babe. Didn't she get married?
No, she married fucking that dude.
Yeah, but didn't they go to like?
I can't even talk about that because it was,
It's painful.
I used to do horrible things to her.
Oh, you bastard!
All the time.
She was so hot. The Manimal, yes.
Oh, good.
Do you remember? So anyway, like all this is to say, like I would be a bar back and stuff, and so I was kind of like in the lifestyle, right? But I was still like just the bar back. Like I got the chaff. I got definitely, I got my allotments of indulgence, you know what I mean? But like you guys had like a higher quality. And so I couldn't wait to bartend. And so when that night happened, when Flannery was sick and I got to get behind the stick and you said, here, take this, don't do anything stupid, like I was made. I felt like the fucking Godfather, dude. Like I had all these these rights and privileges now, like, the police come to me. I was like knighted. I had special like superhuman abilities and all this shit.
And I totally sabotaged you. I totally screwed everything up for you. I was like, hey, here, your first night bartending, like, you're going to be fine. Take this hit of ecstasy and don't do anything stupid. 47 minutes later, you're doing something stupid.
Yeah, you never said it was ecstasy. You just said, take this, don't do anything stupid. And I fucking, like an idiot, just took it because I trusted you.
Well, why wouldn't you?
I know, exactly. It's not going to be like a fucking vitamin, I knew that.
Exactly.
Oh, is this D? Is this D? We haven't...
Exactly. You knew I wasn't giving you a fucking Flintstone pill.
Yeah, no. Hey, Greg, you haven't been in the sun for a few days. Here's some D.
Yeah. You look rather sick. Here's some vitamin C for you. Yeah, at 10 o'clock at night when the bars get ready to get full, I'm giving you a multivitamin.
Yeah, I knew it was going to happen. But like, I basically turned into a giant asshole. And it's something that I've seen, like, 2 decades later, like, where I've seen, like, I mean, so I lived in LA, and that's, like, a lot of girls, like, hot girls, who never had a bus or bar back. They just became bartenders because they were hot. So they don't know about, like...
We're going to start talking about you being in LA now?
No. I'm bringing it back.
You picking me up in a fucking Mitsubishi Eclipse with a boogie board in the back of it?
No, we're not talking about that, dude. That's a totally different episode. That's where I was like shaking and waiting in the lobby of you guys' hotel, and the bartender's like, "You okay?" I'm like, "Yeah." You had me go get you stuff, and of course I can't hold on to it. I had to like test it, and I tested it a lot, and I was like shaking and sweating.
I remember me walking into the Marriott on Hollywood and Vine, and me walking in, you look.
Oh, it was the fucking Renaissance on Hollywood and Highland.
Yeah, the Renaissance. Yeah, it was on Hollywood and Vine. Yeah, I walk in, you look at me, and you go, "Boy, you haven't missed a meal."
Good to see you.
Hey, good to see you too, man. Like, hey, you look like the Talibanis. Like what? Like, yeah, you're Osama bin Jesse. the tally